Bill in Hollywood, web reporting from our backyard today for the Tree of Liberty movement, answering America's biggest problems with the best solutions. Today we're going to be solving America's fossil fuels addiction. And yes, I am very serious. First of all, I'd like to address Holly and I's personal problems with fossil fuels. $600–700 a month we spend in electric and gas and fuel for the car. The obvious solution would be to find a combustible fuel source that could directly replace the one that we're using currently with fossil fuels, so that we could generate electricity and gas and have gasoline. Now, I don't think that's going to be a problem because I know how. The Earth is nearly covered in the solution, water. And I have a machine to demonstrate just how easy it is to break down H2O into hydrogen, and oxygen. The hydrogen that is produced can be easily compressed and stored and used in any internal combustion or gas turbine engine. I found all this out by reading a book called A Practical Guide to Free Energy Devices by Patrick J. Kelly. In that book, he talks about over 30 different free energy devices. This machine is just one of them. First, let me describe this machine. First of all, I need to stress that what we're using in it is water. Nothing unique, nothing added. It also takes an electric lytic. This is called potassium hydroxide, or its chemical name is KOH. Its common name is potash. It's typically used in food and fertilizer. I use 4 teaspoons per gallon. It costs about $1.50 per pound, so it's very cheap. Now, let's take a look at this. This is the hydrogen fuel cell. This is a hydrogen fuel cell commercially available. Bravo Zulu out to everybody at hybridconversions.com and marchlabs.com. Their cell design produces far more hydrogen than any other design that I've seen. Now this cube is actually 60 stainless steel alloy plates sandwiched together with a little bit of space in between. There's 2 holes here and here for water flow, which makes it so water can pass in between the plates, and then 2 holes here and here that connect every other plate to every other plate. Now, this flow system is a water cooling system, and the flow is provided by this 120 volt pump, which is currently pumping right now. Now, let's go around the back and take a look at what's going on back here. Now, this is a computer power supply that I've easily converted to its current form. The only part that I've added is a full wave bridge rectifier. All this part does is make it so it changes 120 volts AC to 120 volts DC. Now you take that 120 volts DC and you bring it around back front. What you'll see here is that all we're doing is holding a 120 volts DC potential on every other plate. Now what this does is it causes an environment in which the bonds that hold water together stop working and the atoms fall apart. The gas is then pushed out and into this tank where it's separated and the gas comes out here. Now let's make sure the gas coming out is indeed highly combustible hydrogen gas. So I'm going to get this all turned on and we'll take a look at how it works. Cap on. We've got the water temperature here. Fuel system is going, so I just need to plug the cell in and very quickly it will start producing hydrogen. And very quickly again it will start bubbling. Very good. Can you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
You'll see that's running at just over 5 amps. This hose. I'm going to get the core. Oh, there's our bubbles right there. And of this to make a point. This may be the easiest way to make hydrogen gas, but it is no way the most effective. What I'm going to do next is dramatically improve the production of this cell. And then I'm going to separate out the oxygen from the hydrogen. I'll compress and store the hydrogen. After that, it should be pretty easy to convert all of our appliances over to from natural gas to hydrogen. I'll get a 20 kilowatt propane generator and convert that to run on hydrogen too. Now, 20 kilowatts is way more electricity than any one household could ever use, so our meter is going to run backwards fast. We should be able to sell all of those extra energy credits to our neighbors so they can get some cheap power too. The extra income is certainly going to be welcome. Finally, we need to convert our cars over to hydrogen. Fortunately, BMW already went to the trouble of proving that hydrogen will run their cars. A fleet of 750s was run for a year. They discontinued it because hydrogen at the time was not readily available. I think that we fixed that. Now we'll just plug the car into the house when we get home and fill the hydrogen tanks while we relax.